Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Land 3 for the Game Boy. And in Japan, I believe, is called Donkey Kong Land GB, Dixie Kong, and Dinky Kong for the Japanese Game Boy Color release. Dinky Kong being Kiddy Kong's name in Japan. In the last video, we completed Black Forest Plateau, and now it's time to take on the first half of Great Ape Lakes, starting with Jungle Jeopardy. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get on with this. First of the jungle levels, we'll be seeing some conveyor belt ropes as we go into this area pretty early in. Don't bother taking this guy with you because you're getting on those ropes right afterwards. They don't move, but you will be dragged to the right with these ropes. Drop down directly below the second zinger for your first bonus area. And watch out while getting the stars. Okay, they do move. You just can't really tell unless you're not in motion. But at least you can tell while you're not in motion which direction you're going to move in. And yeah, just drop down at the end for the bonus coin after you get all the stars and avoid the zingers. Alright. We're soon going to get over here. Now, you have a choice. You can either go down or up. But if you stay up, you'll get a bunch of bananas. And you can still go down to get the O, regardless. There's a checkpoint. And from here... well, there's a couple ways you can do this. You need to roll off the right edge there where I jumped into that barrel cannon, because that's how you get over to the second bonus area. And this is a lot easier to do if you are Dixie, because you have the bazookas ready to shoot at you. Especially after this third set of rock platforms. Pausing the game real quick because you're not intended to... well, maybe you are, maybe you're not. But you're not really introduced to those rock platforms proper until the next level. So those rock platforms, they crumble when you land on them, and you will fall because they will break if you spend enough time on them. So you just got to be careful with those things. And I'll explain them again when we get to the next level, where you will be introduced to them proper. There's coin. Let's get rid of Buzz. The keg will come back. Throw it towards the goal. And run with the keg. Get past coin. You'll hit coin in the back for the DK coin. Remember, the end of level boundaries are always invisible walls, and the game treats them as actual walls. Footloose Falls. That's how they work. Also, Ellie's here. You can press B to shoot water at enemies, and this time you don't have to press a button to drink from the waterfall in the background. You'll have an infinite supply this time, which is definitely more than adequate. There's only so much that Rare could have done with the Game Boy hardware. And I just keep shooting to the left here. The rats do not scare Ellie the elephant in the Game Boy version. Also, you can hold up and press B for an upward shot, just like in the Super Nintendo game. And there's nothing there. Get out of here, you. I didn't have to do that, but I decided I might as well. And yeah, I just keep holding right and pressing B until I get to the no animal sign. Now, there is a part where we do have the head left for a bonus area. And you'll know which one it is. And it's this one. This one is down and to the left of the checkpoint in case you go too far. And yes, you will have to be careful on these fall-away rock platforms to get to the first bonus area. We're collecting the stars here. And you want to get everything to the side. And you want to jump to the side on all these grass areas to get all of the stars. Be ready to jump to the left once you land on that platform, so that way you can get to the bonus coin. Also, there will be a barrel enemy chasing after you. You were too close to the right when you got to where you needed to go to the bonus area too. And also the recoils are coming back as normal enemies. We haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, there's a checkpoint. Go down to the left in case you missed the first bonus area. You'll be glad you did. And I'll take that. And you don't need to helicopter spin on those platforms, but it does help in copters. Just let them land and realize their own demise on their own. There's the end. Yes, you have to go back. And from here... Whoa. Well, at least the enemies are gone. So we know what to do now. Yeah, you gotta be careful and just be ready to jump when you need to get across those two platforms. Alright, there's some bristles right there. We'll need to jump across some more platforms to get over to here. This seems fun. And I probably should have kept that barrel enemy for the buzz right there, but, well, I managed to get through that part unscathed. Alright. To the left is the goal. This is a lot easier to do if you're Dixie, by the way. You want to go to the right instead once you reach the top of the level. There's the silk keg. Keep jumping the gaps. There's the DK coin. But we haven't seen the second bonus area yet. Well, the bananas lead you to it. It's right here, to the left of the coin. You got rocket barrels. You got rock platforms. Be sure to hold left after you get launched out of the second rocket barrel so you can get to the coin. Anyway, I can keep floating to the left here. I'll go ahead and get all these bananas for a bonus life just cuz. And there is the goal. And now it's time for Deep Reef Grief. We haven't had an underwater stage in a while, and this one has some pretty narrow passageways, so you're going to need to be careful here. Don't go too fast unless you need to. And watch out for those guys. Watch out for the Bazzes. As well as the spiky enemies, and, well, any of the enemies, for that rather, but definitely the spiky enemies, because they will be popping up when you really don't want them to. Like right there. So I don't tap the A button as much as I usually do. If you go right after picking up the O, you will get your first bonus area. And we just need to collect the stars here. And by going this way, going upwards at the center, we can pick up a pair of stars that's easy to miss. And once you're at the top center, go down and to the right, and you'll find your bonus coin. Now we need to get back. Now, amazingly, the DK barrel is down and to the right, directly below where we found bonus area 1. Alright. That's two of the three things out of the way. Now for the second bonus area, which will take a little bit of a while to get to. You will actually have to go right here no matter what. Once again, be careful so you don't run into anything that you should not. Almost lost a Kong there. I'm not going for that banana. Well, good thing we passed by a DK barrel and I can easily get back to it. Kitty's still a bigger target though, but I can manage. We need to be very careful where we go from here. There's the checkpoint. And there's on guard. And we need to be careful as we go places. We haven't skipped the end yet. We didn't skip over that. We haven't passed it by. We haven't gotten it yet. We will get it eventually. And that'll be our clue as to what to do for the second bonus area once we get to it. Keeping the path on screen so I don't run into anything I shouldn't. Alright, open area. Head down to the left for the end. From here, don't go left. Instead, go down. You'll find your second bonus area. Don't worry about changing back into a Kong. Had you went left as the bananas told you to, you would have changed back into a Kong after touching the sign that was over there anyway. Really? Well, we can always try again. Just gotta be careful for underwater enemies, that is all. Just trying not to run into that. And it's a good thing you can hold B to move faster if necessary. Not sure if I ever mentioned that in the first video, but you can hold B to go a little faster underwater. And there you go. Simple maze. Just avoid everything. You'll be fine. And you'll find the coin at the end. Now it's time to go to the left as the game intends for us to do. And be careful here because there is going to be an enemy in the center. You do want to drop down here. And you do want to go to the left. There is a bone DK barrel over there in the corner if you need it. And uh-oh. Okay, I should have just hurried right there. Well, at least I can see the enemies coming on the way up. And we do have everything. Watch out on the way here because you never know when you might run into something you shouldn't. And there's the bone. There's the goal. Almost said bonus. We already got the bonuses. There's nothing to the right of the goal, so don't even bother looking. And we're going to go to saving our game before we get ourselves another sheepy shop. I might as well, since it's pretty easy to do. Alright. You're right there. You're right there. Haven't seen you yet. you're right there. I got lucky with the on guard cards there, but made it work. We have our 4th set of Sheepy Shop rewards, including that 4th clock, and it only took us 29 seconds. I've never seen it done that fast. You've beaten the record. On the title, enter this. Up, up, down, left, right. Well, pop in again if you're passing by. I did not know that about the Sheepy Shop. If you beat the card game in under 30 seconds, you actually get a cheat code. I'll reveal what it does in the next episode, in the next video. So join me next time where we take on the second half of Great Ape Lakes. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!